Hi there, my name is Jennifer Dixon with Green Valley Nation, and today we're going to talk about Spruce Max Potency CBD. But before we do, make sure you like and subscribe to our channel. The Spruce Max Potency CBD oil contains 2,400 milligrams of a full spectrum CBD tincture. That means in each 1 milliliter dropper, you're going to get 80 milligrams of CBD. This super concentrated, very mild flavored, moonshine distilled, that's pure grain alcohol, folks, product is proudly made in the U.S. and it's grown on 2 separate family farms in North Carolina and Kentucky. Spruce CBD is very intentional in their product lineup. They only have 3 different products. The Max Potency, which is 2,400 milligrams, a topical, which has about 300 milligrams, and a 750 milligram bottle. They're intentional because they believe that you, their consumer, deserve to feel better, and the lower concentrated products, they didn't feel like offered as good of result as these higher potent products. So let's explore this product a little bit. It is a full spectrum product. That means that they use all of the aerial parts of the industrial hemp plant to make this particular blend. It is very unique in the fact that their marketing goes straight for the folks that are probably in and around the southern U.S. because they claim that it is moonshine distilled. Now, if you are not from, around North Carolina or Tennessee where moonshine is kind of common language, that's just pure grain alcohol. It's really, really high strength alcohol. So these folks use only an alcohol extraction or distillation process in the manufacturing of all of their products. Let's talk about what you get inside the Spruce Max Potency CBD. Now, they actually have 2 different varieties of this Max Potency. The kind that I tested was the kind that is in a coconut oil carrier base. However, Spruce also carries a hemp seed oil carrier base. They are non-flavored. Each bottle contains about 2,400 milligrams of CBD, and about 1 dropper is 80 milligrams. This is a non-GMO organic product that is also vegan friendly, and you can get the certificate of analysis. I actually emailed the company from their Ask Us page and heard back from the owner in like 20 minutes, and the owner actually emailed me the COA personally like within an hour. It's pretty amazing for a small like mom and pop company that they were just right on it, getting to me and answering all of my questions. So I really appreciated that about Spruce. ACS Laboratory actually performs the test for Spruce CBD. And the coolest thing that I found on their lab results, besides the fact that they had the amount of cannabinoids that it was tested for and that it did not have anything over the legal amount of THC, the thing that I absolutely loved about this particular product is that you didn't just get CBD. Most full spectrum products, at least that I've had the privilege of sampling and trying for myself with Green Valley Nation and inside my studio, most of them have non-detectable amounts of other types of cannabinoids, or just really, really small amounts. And I absolutely loved the fact that Spruce CBD, their particular strain, not only has the CBD, but they have other cannabinoids like CBG, CBN, and CBC, all of which came in quantities that were actually detectable on the test. Okay guys, so I actually have a pretty funny story about my first experience using Spruce CBD. I have been sampling and reviewing different CBD products for several months now, both with Green Valley Nation and inside my own company. And so normally when I get a sample, they're not super strong. And I have been super busy, super stressed. It was really late at night when I finally noticed that my package got here. I was ready to go to bed, but I was kind of too wound up. So I just opened the package, took off the cellophane wrapping, and I just took a full dropper. I kind of assumed it was a lower dose. And these folks had sent me the Max Potency. So I normally take, at most like 20 milligrams of CBD at night, to help me sleep. I had 80 milligrams of CBD. And within about, I think it was less than 30 minutes, I was passed out and I slept well enough and hard enough that the next day my husband insisted on taking my Spruce Max Potency CBD because apparently I was sleeping well enough that I could have woken up the neighbors. So this stuff works, folks. I have now had the opportunity to take the Spruce Max Potency CBD for a few weeks now. I do not take a full dropper on the regular, so just be aware. I can get the same benefits with about a quarter dropper, so about 20 milligrams of that CBD. That is enough. Okay, of course, on a super stressful day, I might take a little bit more, but for the most part, a quarter of a dropper is enough for me. The thing that I noticed right away, and continue to do so now, for an alcohol extracted, or in this case, moonshine, which keep in mind, guys, is the same thing, but here in Tennessee, we call it moonshine, or shine for short. So for being an alcohol extracted product, this is a very mildly flavored full spectrum product. And another thing I noticed is that it's also very light. Oh, I'm losing some of the goodness. Usually full spectrum products have a darker, almost green or amber color, and this stuff is almost clear like an isolate. So that hopefully kind of gives you an indication of how pure this is and how easy it is to take. I actually really like it. I take, like I said, the quarter at night, and then sometimes I'll take a quarter to just maybe about 10 drops first thing in the morning, but I'm not waking up with any pain. I have pretty much consistent low back pain and pain in my feet. And since taking this, I haven't needed to take my multiple doses during the day. So that's pretty awesome. It helps me to sleep, and it definitely alleviates consistent and residual pain that I have from, you know, living a good life. I'm going to take a little bit of this stuff for you now. And something that you are going to notice about the Spruce Max Potency is that on the dropper you actually can tell they kind of give you some measurements, which I really appreciate. I am not going to take a full milliliter today because it is the middle of the day. I'm going to go ahead and take about a quarter of a dropper, which is about 0.25 milliliters, which is also about 20 milligrams. And you can tell exactly what you're taking because it's nicely measured for you on the bottle. And this is a glass dropper, which I also prefer over some of the other people that have used plastic. So same as any other kind of tincture, you put it in, hold it underneath your tongue, give it at least a good 20-30 seconds. I recommend trying to hold it for a minute. I won't make you watch that part. Okay. So now I'm going to talk to you about what you're going to love with the Spruce Max Potency. You're going to love the fact that this is an alcohol distilled product, but it doesn't taste like it has been distilled by alcohol or moonshine in this case. So you're going to absolutely love the fact that it's very mild and smooth flavored. Like, it's very easy to take this. It has a bit of a pine flavor, but it's not bad. So you'll love it. The other really awesome thing about the Spruce Max Potency CBD is the fact that a very little bit goes a long way. So I don't have a bad chronic condition that requires me to take super high doses. So I can get away with taking like a quarter of a dropper or even less and getting the benefits from my CBD supplementation. So if you are one of those people that do need a super concentrated product, this stuff is amazing because it works. Or if you're like me and you don't need quite as much, but you also don't want to be at the store like every month trying to get more CBD, this is a great option because then you don't take very much and then it'll last you for several months. So to tie all of this up and put a pretty little bow, because this is a spruce and that's like a Christmas tree, we're going to put a bow on it. Keep in mind you get 2,400 milligrams of a full spectrum CBD that has not just CBD, but there are actual amounts that came up and tested positive for CBG, CBN, and CBC. So you're getting a full variety of cannabinoids in this bottle. You get 30 doses of 1 milliliter, which has 80 milligrams of CBD. Or if you're like me, you can basically multiply that times 4 because I don't take a full dropper every single time. So a little bit of this goes a long way. You do get the 2,400 milligrams of CBD, which would last you 30 full doses of 80 milligrams each. But if you don't need that much, definitely let this stuff go a little bit longer. It is non-GMO, it is organic, it is 100% US made and grown and manufactured. It is available right now only in the US. However, Spruce's website website did say that they are actively working on shipping to our friends overseas, so definitely keep that in mind. I know it's on their agenda. And the one thing to keep in mind is that it is a premium product. So if you are new to CBD supplementing and you wanted to start out with the best, this here would be up there with the top and the best. This is an amazing product, worth the money, and it really, really works. I hope you loved this review, and definitely don't forget you can actually read more about it in our blog. So make sure you subscribe to this channel and check out the information down below and over on our blog, because there's even more great stuff to be found inside Green Valley Nation and even inside this review. Once again, my name is Jennifer Dixon, and I can't wait to see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.